gave you the basic, your maths, how to write and read, but didn't give you any kind of opinion on it, what would you be then? Like, I guess that
wouldn't
that
there
would
always be that side of you, that something inside you that says, there's something more out there, I just don't know what.
Well, yeah, of course, but that's also the same question.
Obviously, it wouldn't lead to God. Maybe not, maybe it wouldn't, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, because that's the same opinion that a lot of people back in, like, before the Bible even existed, before any of that existed, they had their own gods and their own religions, so they would probably look at what we go and look, oh, these fellas believe, they're idiots. And the same way, we'll probably look at people that are making religions now. I mean, I'm sure we can come up with some off the top of our head that are like, oh my God, that religion's crazy. Like Scientology, for example, I guess it's kind of interesting to sit and talk.
I think if I could answer the question, personally, why I believe because you've seen my journey from when I was young, and I'm trying to sort of make up my mind about it and where I stand with it. So, and for the times where we didn't see each other for a long time, or where we were just distant for a while, I had real battles with it. I remember one time we were driving, it was me, my mum, and Junior, and my cousin in the car. And my mum, she's very devout Christian. She fasts, does all that stuff. There's nothing she doesn't.
Which is admirable, to be honest.
And she's always tried to make me do it, but I've always pushed back, because one of the things I've always said to myself is like, if I'm not really in it, if I don't understand it and I'm not in it for what it really is, then there's no point in me just half-assing shit and then just, So I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. So what's the point of me just fasting for 1 month now, and then after this month is finished, I just revert back to my old ways, because I still fully don't even understand it, So my thing is that why I believe in it. I can't believe that where I am in life now, and the people that I have met, the family that I have, and just all of that in general, just happened to be by chance.
Like, when was the first thing about Jesus ever written? Like, do you have any idea?
See, that could be a different answer. I could give you different answers for that, because if that's, would we include prophecy as well?
Oh, no. So specifics about stuff where somebody might have wrote, well, today I went and met up with Jesus and we had a coffee. Like, the specific instances. Like, I guess the
in some, not that specific.
Like Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John.
Yeah. Well, I guess them.
Yeah. So, but when was it written?
Was it like around 7?
No, so it was like 30 to 50 years after Jesus died.
Yeah.
So, like, if I had just asked you what you had for breakfast 2 weeks and 3 days ago, and we don't know.
Yeah. See,
70 years later, 50 years later.
I get your point. I get your point.
And that's why I go, and like, I believe, like a lot of Aboriginal cultures, I'm tipping probably a lot of African cultures as well, a lot of stories were handed down through storytelling and word of mouth, and like probably not written down, oral history. And just for anyone watching, I'm Aboriginal as well. We didn't say that at the start, but so.
Show your thing, bro.
Oh yeah, Kobe made it.
That's nice, right?
So that's why I sort of look like, that could have been the same for them. That might have been like, those stories about Jesus were told handed down, like, because how many generations? 70 years, probably 2 to 3.
Yeah.
So, and especially that time, maybe even 4, because people didn't live that long then. They were handed down, so maybe that's how it happened. But if those stories about Jesus, am I really going to believe or take the word of somebody that wrote it 50 years, or say 30 years even after his death? Like,
but what about, like, we know that Matthew was writing as he was around Jesus. Yeah,
but have you ever looked at the start of the Bible, like where it talks about Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John?
What's
who are the authors of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John?
See, I don't read all of that, so I'm just going straight into it. Yeah, I know. I'm bad. I shouldn't do that.
No, it's all right.
No.
Most Bibles say that they don't know the authors.
Yeah.
The name is given as Matthew.
Yeah.
They don't know. They say, we don't know if it was actually Matthew that wrote this. Chances are it probably was, but like, why, like with everything else written in the Bible, all the stories, whether it be super crazy or super, like, you know, he picked up a rock. Like, yeah, okay, I believe someone picked up a rock. Or, you know, like we said, walking on water. I don't believe someone walked on water. But with all those different stories in the Bible, why at the start would they say, we're not sure who wrote these? Like, they like, wouldn't, like, to me, if they believe all this other stuff, wouldn't they just go, yeah, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John wrote this?
Because
like, they wouldn't
how
even
are
say
they supposed to know 100% either?
Exactly.
Like, you know?
And that's kind of my point.
Yeah,
like,
and I get you, but
it's kind of like, it just, to me, gives so many opportunities. And like I actually think these conversations will make you go away and be stronger in your faith. Because you'll go, oh man, what about that?
Yeah, and that's why I look forward to these conversations.
Yeah.
And that's why I even like urge like people to stop like hiding, like like talk about these things. Like people like get so scared to talk about these sort of things. Like you can't clearly make your mind up on something if you haven't been challenged on it.
Absolutely,
you know?
absolutely.
You have to be challenged so you know, like what you believe in. Like you have confidence behind what you believe in. You know, you back it up with your whole heart. You know, and I'll say this, even though I'm not answering questions as well as I think, but
no, we're probably both talking.
Just no, but but like. Had a mind blank.
That's all right. Hey, it happens when you're talking.
You just had a mind blank. But for me, regardless of like how these conversations go, and I'm not trying to say I don't want my mind changed, because I do want my mind changed, 100%. But I'm 100% also confident in God. Like I know when we get in these conversations, like my mind just goes blank, and I want all the things I want to say, I can't say. You know.
So what is faith?
Faith.
Like just a break, like just a definition. What is faith? Like, you know, I mean, to me, it's always been, whenever I've heard anyone talk about it, whenever I look it up, it's always been basically believing in something without evidence. So like with the elephant example from earlier, if you were to take my word, you'd be taking that on faith. So I guess I can't take anything like that on something so crazy about an elephant. I couldn't take that on faith. I'd need you to show me.
Yeah. See, as much as like we even read and hear all these stories, like some people beg for signs and all these things, and it never happens to them or whatever. Like, I don't know. And like, is there a certain point where if you feel like you really do believe in it, and you're just like, your mind is challenging you with, why isn't this happening, or why am I not seeing this sign, or whatever? Isn't that not the whole part of, like you said, faith, you know, like.
So one thing that I think I have more faith, or not faith, but I think might be more realistic to believe, or if somebody said this was the way it was, I go, okay, I can kind of see why that would be, is like, have you ever heard of the idea of, I can't remember what the actual term is, but it's like the great starter, or the great, something like, basically God started the earth and everything, even though we can't really have evidence of it. God started the earth and said, yeah, cool, go. And then just moved. Like, imagine we started The Sims and just went, yep, cool, started. You got everything you need, I'm out. And then started. That's why, and to me, that would be more realistic to say, that's the way things happen. That's why we've got Christianity, Islam, like ancient Greek religions, you know, Aboriginal religions, African religions, Anglo-Saxon, all these different religions. Because everybody across the whole globe is trying to make sense of the world they live in. Like, what happened when they used to see lightning in the sky? They used to go, oh, that's Thor, the god of thunder. And like, you know, that was before God, before Jesus. And so, like, to me, it's kind of like all religion to me is people trying to make sense of the world they see around them, and trying, like, you know, coming up with reasons why we're not, once we're dead, we're not just dead. Oh, sorry, I just remembered my other part. Yeah, go for it.
That too. Yeah, so I was saying, obviously, as well as it being just me believing in it, the other part.
No, it's okay. Don't stress. Hey, this is why these conversations are cool. Because like, we could have sat here and just went, oh yeah, so we both like do YouTube. We both have like gaming and stuff, and like that would have been cool. But like, for me personally, I feel like I've got more out of this conversation from talking about this stuff. Because now I'm thinking about, oh well, does it really say that about Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John? I'm going to go back and look that up and double check. like, so at the moment I'm currently starting the Quran. So I'm starting to read the Quran because I always argue with Christians. And like, when I say argue, it's like this.
Yeah.
Conversations where people can be respectful. I don't want to yell at Adonai. I don't want him to yell at me. I don't want to get into a fist fight.
I feel it's always been a teaching thing ever since we've always known each other. It's never been like, hey, I don't like you because you follow this or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, oh, you're this?
I mean,
cool.
you like Manchester United.
Yeah.
You like Manchester United, so we can't really be friends.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. But yeah, so no, it's always been like that. And I remember, I think you were like to me, oh, are you a Christian or something like that the first time?
That's probably when I was an arsehole.
You were never like that towards me. It was more so you put questions in my head. So, and I was just like, and which were, I guess I would have never had them if you were never there, because I also don't agree with the part that people are Christians because their parents are Christians. You should have a reason for why you are that, your own reason for why you are that. Because what, like, you die and you meet God on Judgment Day and he tells you, why did you believe in me? Oh, because my mom did.
If you were born in, like, in a Islamic nation, do you think you'd still be Christian? Or if you were born in, like, somewhere that has another religion?
Probably not. Probably not, yeah.
So does that bother you at all? That you could be born somewhere else and have a total different opinion about all of this?
I never thought about it till now, actually.
That's because that always blows my mind. Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. Religion's crazy.
I guess I could say now that if I was in a different culture or grew up in a different, I would love if somehow someone introduced Christianity to me. I guess I could say that, but it does bother me now though that I wouldn't be.
Because maybe, just maybe, we're both wrong.
Yeah.
And Buddhism is the real religion.
Yeah.
And we've both been brought up, and I've only ever had Christianity around me or people that don't believe. I've only ever had that. So you've probably only ever had people with Christian faith maybe around you mostly. And so that's why we're both the way we are. Goes back to that, what happened before? What happened before?
Exactly. That's it. Oh,
yeah, I don't know. It's crazy.
No, it's bothering me that I forgot my second point, bro.
You're going to message me like midnight. Man, I just woke up.
These conversations are always good to have. Like, if we don't have more of these conversations, like what we saw unfortunately a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, crazy.
It should never ever get that far to where someone's opinion bothers you so much for you having to take someone else out. But
that's true, and we're probably going to disagree on
this point too.
Like I don't condone any kind of violence for anyone ever being like shot or killed or anything for their political opinion. I think America lives in a really weird world where that's possible on a regular time frame. Like that should never have happened. The same day those kids shouldn't have shot people at the school. Same, like a few weeks later, or just the other day, the guy that shot at the ice facility.
Oh yeah.
That's also another thing. We could go down a rabbit hole with all that, because I don't say a guy shoots at an ice facility, kills one person that's a detainee and injures two others or something like that. I think that's what I heard. But then on the bullets, apparently it was written anti-ice. I'm like, why would he shoot the prisoners if he was against the people that were keeping him prisoner? I haven't looked into the specifics of it as much. And I also think somebody wouldn't write anti-ice on it. They'd write like, free the people or whatever. Because like I just feel like there's a lot of conspiracy theories around all that.
It is.
You have to put some labels on this.
No, I'm gonna have to. Now, what do you think of conspiracy theories and stuff like that? Like, what's just your idea on that whole thing? Because I think I stopped myself at a point. I'm like, is too much conspiracy bad? Like,
I think so.
Yeah. Because and then I pulled myself out because I'm like, now I'm just starting to believe in nonsensical shit. I'm just like far out. And
well, I'll tell you something that's so weird.
Yeah.
So weird. When you say that, now you're just starting to believe in nonsensical stuff.
Yeah.
That's how that's what I looked at the Bible when I first moved out. I was like, man, I believed in so much nonsensical stuff. But anyway, that's we're on the Bible. We don't into it. Conspiracy theory wise, I always like looking at conspiracy theories, but I also look at it through the lens of like what is most likely. Like, you know, is it likely that you heard about AI Atlas?
No.
We're going totally off topic here. Yeah. So there's a comet that's going to pass probably fairly close to Earth, and there's a lot of conspiracy theories out there that it's slowing down and it's moved like different ways.
Similar to the rapture thing?
Kinda, but the difference is like I think down the track a bit. And there's all these people going, oh, it's an alien spaceship.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's most likely? That it's just this random, like, you know, if you think about the distances that, like, what an astronomical unit is, how far is a light year, like, for something to travel all the way from wherever it come to specifically come to Earth seems to me to be a bit crazy. Like, I mean, who knows? Who knows? We could get there and be like, oh, Independence Day. We'll be sitting there going, man, I wish we didn't do that podcast.
What is one conspiracy though what's the wildest conspiracy?
The wildest
conspiracy that you know and you're just like, fuck.
Like I believe it?
Yeah.
Oh, I believe it. That Donald Trump got shot.
He actually, like,
I don't think he did.
I want to hit him. Okay.
I don't, and I mean, like, there's so many other wild conspiracies out there, but you see his ear now, and there's nothing, like no damage, no scar.
Actually, I'll say this: when I was a young kid, you could see my ears, like, all like.
Oh you got a mark
scars,
there. Yeah. What happened?
So I was like maybe 6 years old or 5 years old or something. I don't even know how I remember this. It was just back in Ethiopia. So I was running, playing, whatever, just around the street, and I just slipped my leg. Literally, there was a rock on the side or something like that. And I
can't run very well.
Yeah, clearly. Fell on the side, boom, side of my head hit the rock, and I got all these scars from it.
You still got the scars from rocks on the ground. Yeah. See, like, so that sort of to me goes, like, think about the kid that shot him, okay? What was his name?
I have no idea.
Where was he from?
I don't know.
Don't know. Yeah. But we know everything about this guy that shot Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, exactly.
We know everything about these school shooters. Yeah. We know where they're from. We know their text messages. The guy that shot the president actually hit the president in the ear with a bullet. We know nothing about him. Yeah. I was like, and then like there's just as the shot happened, there's video footage of a guy stands up, walks over. I think it just happened when all the Secret Service jumped up on him. There's a guy that jumps up and grabs these two people with cameras and pulls them over in front of where he is. And just as that, you see the flag get lowered behind him. And they're just there going, taking shots. Yeah. And then the guy pulls them away. I'm like, you telling me there was two bloody people with like photos ready to go?
I wish I had a laptop here that's just like...
Oh man, you need to look that up. And like I said, I could be totally wrong, and I'm happy to be absolutely wrong. Maybe the videos I've seen and the stuff has been blown out of proportion. Maybe they were there earlier, I don't know. Yeah. And like, you know, if anybody could put in the comments, go, no, look at this video and I'll go watch it. But like, it just seems to me like, in that shot of him, Secret Service all around him, arm raised in the air, blood across his face, and a flag right behind him.
Ooh, good stunt.
Bruh, that is such a good photo. Like if I was any kind of a wrestler, a rapper, any kind of like YouTuber, like whatever, that's like the ultimate photo. That's the best photo ever. And that's like, to me, that's just like, I mean, it's a massive conspiracy, but like, I mean, I can't even remember. It might be like Thomas Crooks or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's probably the craziest one. What about yourself?
Oh, when was the last time I was even into conspiracies? But
you're going way off.
Yeah.
Loch Ness Monster? Think that's real? I don't.
I mean, to be honest, I don't hide that something similar could be real. Like you know, like.
Oh yeah, we don't know what's down there.
I mean, dinosaurs existed. That's not far off.
Well, do you believe dinosaurs exist?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
That goes back to that conversation I was talking about.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
But then there's like Kent, is it Kent? No, not Kent. It might be Kent Hovind. No, not Kent Hovind. Some other dude. They got the Ark. You seen that?
Oh yeah.
And
I
they've
did
got
see some stuff
like
about
they believe that dinosaurs and humans live together.
No. What do you think?
No, I think that's total crap.
Yeah.
But only because like if we look geologically, so you can see the grains of wood here on the table.
Yeah.
When you go down certain layers and find different dinosaur bones and things like that, you never find a dinosaur bone next to like a human bone or like a dinosaur. Say if a dinosaur just ate a human or whatever there was back then. Say a dinosaur just ate them and then they got them in their tummy still, their bones still in their tummy. You never find some human bones in like the stomach area of a dinosaur bone. Like it just sort of,
I just think we wouldn't have got very far.
No.
We got like fucking, you know, what those you call them, the mini T-Rex that run super fast and they'll shred you to pieces, right? You know?
Like, man, Jurassic Park taught us something. It's like we wouldn't have lasted long.
Not at all.
Long.
No time for nothing other than just hiding and surviving, honestly.
We'd be hiding and eating moss. We'd all be vegans.
That's it.
Actually, that's a topic maybe we can touch next time. I struggle with eating meat. I eat meat.
Oh, so you prefer more vegan option?
I like meat.
Yeah.
But the psychology of eating an animal, the way we do in like, you know, factory farming and stuff like that, that really bothers me to the point where every time I eat some kind of meat, like a steak or something, probably half an hour later, I think about it really like strongly. Like
about the cow?
Like, we probably raised that cow just to be killed just so we could eat it at the cafe.
Yeah.
Like it just doesn't seem right. If we're really being like, you know, God's creatures and or whatever, or even not, we're just like, you know, I don't know. I struggle with it big time because I love it. It tastes so nice.
Yeah.
But like, if a human tasted nice, would I say, well, let's make a farm out the back where we grow humans to eat? Like, you know, I can't.
No, humans will be trying to fight back. They got like some critical thinking and all this, you know. It's like it'll be.
Yeah, but I mean, like you could put a bunch of humans in a cage and keep them there.
Yeah, true.
I mean, I'm sure. I'm sure both of our histories. They know. Actually, half of my history probably did it to the other half of my history.
Well, I want to ask you one question actually.
Yes.
Because obviously watching America and slavery isn't good. But I think we've come to a point where a lot of Americans, it's more like they use it as like the black card, you know, like, which I still believe that racism is very much alive. All these things happen, injustices happen, discrimination happens. But I also see a lot of the time where like black people can't take accountability, you know, like, and I see that differently for Australia. That's what that's why I want to ask you is with Australia, because our histories kind of happened a bit different. You know, it's not like the slaves were brought over here. I mean, there were slaves brought here, but it's not
white
like
slaves.
Yeah, exactly.
English slaves, which is terrible as well.
But
I don't know if you call them slaves. They were more like prisoners.
Yeah, prisoners. Yeah. But so in Australia.
And sorry to keep cutting you off,
no.
But like those prisoners were probably put in prison for stealing like a loaf of bread because
exactly,
which is terrible.
Yeah, that's it.
So it don't care what color they were. Like you get like you're hungry and you should be able to eat. Anyway, sorry.
No. But with Australia, obviously it being colonized, and if the rest of the world really knew about Australian history and how Australia was occupied and, you know, by the British, then we'll really know how bad it was. Like the rest of the world will really know, like have a grasp of how bad it really was here. Because I think Australia's kind of looked at as that one country, like or whatever. We don't, you know, people don't put too much of an eye on us. But,
I mean, I think that happens too because we're like our own island. We're not connected to anything else. I think they do the same thing to New Zealand. People do the same thing to New Zealand. I don't know if how do I put it? I think our history is very new compared to a lot of other countries. Like even like compared to America, like they're other extra 200 years ahead of us. And I see a lot of what we do to or what was done to Aboriginal people. I mean, like even it's hard to put in ways that aren't going to sound stupid.
Sorry to cut you off again, but
Yeah,
the reason
okay.
I ask this question is because, like, I see some videos sometimes in America where, like, black people will say, "Oh, like the Aboriginals in Australia, you know, kind of like us. We got similar history." And I don't. It's maybe similar, but I don't think it's quite the same. I would say
Yeah.
the Indians would have more of a similar history than to. Yeah.
And you'll find a lot of Aboriginal people in Australia will identify with Native American people as well. Like there'll be, and more so Canada, but there'll be a lot of like I mean, tribalism was very similar to Native Americans and that, and then like, but like when we're talking about like the American side of things, I think that we have to be very careful with what we consume in a world where everything's at our fingertips. Like you've got a phone, you could just literally go and look up anything in the world. And so like things like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube to a sense as well, like your algorithm will start showing you stuff that you've looked up or stuff that you kind of shown interest in, like interesting topic. Me and Sam, and I will tie this back in, but me and Sam were sitting beside each other and we're both scrolling TikTok same time, seeing what videos come up. All mine are like political or like controversials, or all like Charlie Kirk, Obama, Clinton, Trump, like all that stuff. It was all a lot of that kind of stuff where Sam's scrolling through and she's seeing like movie stuff. And so like, while we're both sitting in the same house, grew up, we've been together for like nearly 20 years. We're both having a totally different experience on TikTok. So I think there's always a massive way to, like what you said about people taking accountability. I think that we may see some of that because of some of the other stuff we've looked at, where it's probably not very prevalent. Like we probably see some of that stuff because we might be down a rabbit hole that shows more stuff in that area. Where like, you know, Sam wouldn't even know a damn thing about any of that, and she's like lives the same place you do, kind of. And so like that's just a thing I like. It's kind of interesting to think about. And then like with all the stuff with like the march, the Australian March, and like that was all over my timeline for ages, because I always get into that political side of things. And I think that we have to be careful with what we consume, even to the point where sometimes we need to like completely just go watch like some pictures, like some videos of like babies doing stupid stuff, and
exactly. I know what
like
you mean.
completely just detox from the world for a little while. But I guess that's sort of where I sort of stand with all that kind of stuff. I don't know how much that actually exists that matters, and how much of it is just what we've been shown. Same way with like me and religion. Don't know how much of that actually exists, or whether it's just me looking up that stuff all the time.
Yeah, because I don't know. I just see that, like, you know, when Americans, they with all to do with history and stuff like that, to not even know that Africans themselves sold their own.
Some.
No. Even happens till now. No, it's
Oh
not
yeah. But not all the Africans that were taken and sent to America were sold. Some of them were just taken.
So like you're talking about people just walking in there and say, hey.
Yeah, like stolen. Same like, I mean, we'd have to go down a rabbit hole and look at all the different stories and stuff, and I could be totally wrong. Same way like a lot of people don't know about the stolen generation. Like there were people just come in and literally taken. But the official narrative at the time was, we're doing this so then babies can have a better life. And we look at that and we go, oh, well, you know, that sounds nice. But in reality, it's not nice. But like I said, I will take a step back on that and say I don't know, because you might know a bit more than that about that than me, because I haven't really looked up fully about that.
No, I don't really like it. Just even now, like slavery is so prevalent in Africa, you know. I don't know.
And usually in nearly all cultures, don't care where you're from, the people that commit the crimes against your own people are most likely your own people.
Your own people.
But that's just because we're around each other the most.
Exactly,
you know, like if I'm around a lot of like of my family and I'm just an asshole and I'm just going to commit crimes against them, I'm going to steal from my dad, or I'm going to steal from my mum. I'm not going to steal from John around the corner just because they're right there all the time. But yeah, it's interesting. I'm going to go back and look that up. Look that up more. Do you mind if I ask, and you don't have to say, because like, it's your podcast. What's your political affiliation?
Like in Australia?
Well, not political affiliation.
See,
like where do you stand on politics in the world?
See, I don't even know if I can call myself like, what is it, the liberal and stuff. Like, I don't really pay attention to all that stuff. I'm just out here on the outside watching it. Yeah. And if I see something right, then I believe to be right. If I see something wrong, I see it wrong, And
that's a really good way to be. I think that's a good way to be. Because I don't know, my political stand with view is Coptic Orthodox. Because I think I look at it as like somebody's political affiliation will push a lot of what they do. Like I'm more on the left side of politics. Yeah. I'm not specifically Labor or anything. Like I voted Greens last election, even though actually I didn't. I lie. I voted Labor because I really did not like what the guy that was for the Liberals. Yeah, he looked like Voldemort. And I was like, I cannot vote for that guy.
Fuck, I don't know.
Yeah, I can't remember his name now. So that's why I voted Labor. But generally I vote Greens or something like a smaller independent party. Because I feel like we shouldn't have the left and the right. It should be a bunch of everyone.
Yeah, exactly. Because what I started, that's why I said I'm kind of like on the outside, where on the left, where if I don't agree with a lot of things, I know definitely I'll agree with some other things. Yeah. And that's the thing, that's how it is, And on the right, there will be a lot of things that I agree with, but then there's some things I'm going to disagree with. So it's like, I don't know. Would it be selfish to say I'm picking and choosing?
No. So, like for me, I would say that that's more independent. Like you would probably align with somebody that is more just about the people in their area, like what's good for us right here. Like say, I can't remember who's our premier here. It might be Susan Lay.
Yeah, it is Susan Lay.
But say you like Susan Lay, you might like all the stuff she does for the people here, but you don't really care for her party. And I'm not specifically meaning her because it's probably not. She's major liberal. But yeah, like you said, there's some things you like from some things you like from others, and sort of somewhere in between. And I think that's what everyone is. Yeah. So everyone is somewhere in between, but they force us to pick and choose where we're going to be. Am I with Liberals? Am I with Labor? Am I with the Greens? Like it's like, well, what if I'm just like everyone? what if I hate everybody equally?
That's true.
Yeah, but
no. What is it? Talk to us a bit about your YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, so Jangz08.
What's next? What's happening now?
I'm all over the place with that.
And give us a bit of a background story. Okay. I think you did. When did you start YouTube and all that stuff?
Yeah, so I started like years ago, 2009. My biggest issue has never been consistency. Last year I decided, after having a good conversation with a friend, Ben, shout out, I kind of went, okay, I need to be consistent and put up videos 2 or 3 a week, or at least have some kind of a schedule. Mine is just 2 or 3 a week. It doesn't, not a Tuesday, not a Wednesday. It's just trying to get 2 or 3 a week. And because like yourself, we work, we do other things outside of this. So if this was my full-time job, I could go, okay, every Monday, every Wednesday. So that's sort of what I did last year. And I jumped from like 700 subs to 1,300 over the last 8 months or so, which is, that's where you're going. Soon. And so once I did that and started seeing that consistent growth, I got to a point where I could then monetize it and make money from it. Not a lot, but
So you're making money from it?
A little bit, yeah. I've had 2 payouts, which is not a lot.
No, that's good, but you made something.
Yeah, but what I've found, I was very beholden to what 2K do. So I was kind of typecasting myself as a 2K YouTuber, which is cool when 2K's basketball is probably my biggest thing.
Because I'm not a 2K thing, so I don't keep up on your page.
Yeah.
Like I'm subscribed, but I don't keep up on your page as much, And that's
why I've just recorded a video last night where FIFA, it was my first time jumping on the field with my team. It was only against a computer, but got the 2 female strikers. Can't remember their names now, but they're killing it. But yeah, that'll be out today or tomorrow whenever I edit it. But that's sort of, so where I'm going with it is I'm just going to upload whatever I feel like playing, whatever I want to do. There's actually a game coming out called Arc Raiders. I'm probably going to play that heavy. That's going to be really good, I think. breath of fresh air into the gaming community. Or if 2K decide to stop being assholes and put good stuff out there for the community, I'll be doing 2K stuff. Like I did a 2K video last night. So,
that's the way, man. That's the way.
But yeah, that's about it. I've quite enjoyed sitting down having this conversation.
Yeah.
We've touched on a lot of topics. You've given me some stuff to take away to think about.
Yeah, you've given.
Down the track, if you want, I'll be happy. I'll be very happy. I really want to come back and do a second episode.
Definitely. We'll. That's one of the things I want to do is like, there's certain guests I'm going to have on where I would like to speak to them more than once. Like have them on more than once. And
because we can't talk about all this stuff and then go away and never ever talk about it again.
Exactly. Yeah, just that one conversation we had.
I'm like chomping at the bit to get a Bible out and go, come on, you look at that page. Look at this page.
I'll pull it.
Imagine, here's a good idea for a YouTube channel. Sitting down and reading the Bible word for word from start to finish.
Someone's already done that.
Yeah, I'm sure, but for you.
Yeah, I could, yeah.
Do the Bible, then do the Quran, then do whatever other holy book. That's true, the 2,999 other religions are out.
True.
Just picking on you now.
You won't even get a percent done before I'm dead, bro. But what's your sort of just like on religion? What's your thing on religion? Just a quick.
So what am I?
Yeah, like what do you believe in? Are you just into science mainly, or
it's not so much about science. I do like science. I think science is good, but that's any science. That's science of people, science of like chemistry, biology, astrophysics, all of it. I like it all. But that has nothing to do with my opinion about religion. My opinion about religion is kind of just like I look at it and go, this is what the conclusion I've come to. Yeah. And when I say conclusion, I don't mean it's like this is it. Yeah. That's another thing. Like
that's why I appreciate when you say I'm here, open to have my mind change.
Yeah. Because like I said, we could talk about something today. I go away, look it up, and I go, holy shit, maybe I'm a Christian. But it's just there's never been anything like that that's sort of given that to me. Everything has been a little bit unbelievable. And like I said before, if there is a God, he knows what there needs to be, he knows what needs to happen for me to believe. But my current standing where I am, I'm an atheist, which only means I reject the claim that somebody has that there's a God. Whether it be you or John or whoever. I always say John. Is there a ghost in here named John?
John's probably behind you, right?
Yeah, watch out.
But no, and another thing I want to say is help me understand the dream time.
Okay.
Is it a religion? Is it a spiritual sort of? What is it like? And do you believe in it?
No. To me, I see the dream time as the same way that I look at Christianity.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess you would call it a religion. It's basically what the Aboriginal people believed, how everything got started, how everything happened. And once again, like we were talking about before, a lot of handed down stories and things like that. But it's probably similar to a lot of other not westernized religions. Yeah. Where it's just, But to me, that I would, if I was putting them all in a box, that would go in the religion box with all the other religions. No. But I mean, that's pretty much it there. It's just ways that people explained the world they were living in.
Let the people know what country we're in right now.
What country we're in? Yeah. Germany.
Oh shit, bro! I'm just trying to
no.
about your culture, bro.
No. So yeah, I mean, absolutely. So this is Aboriginal land. Always was, always will be. I also take a little bit of a different stance on that too, because I think we're past a point where any country can hold claim to the land they own, where other people live.
I've got such a good lead up to that because I want basically during you know how about the Jews that all went back to Israel.
Oh, we're getting deep now.
Yeah. So because my whole thing was I'm trying to find who's at fault. You know, is it Palestine to blame? Is Israel to blame? Who's at this to blame? You know, so basically they both have their hand in it. The one is they're both to blame regardless. But fuck man.
So like where I stand on it, I look at what's happening. I think that country was Palestine.
Yeah.
That whole area was Palestine, and it was in books years and years ago, hundreds of years. No, I don't know about hundreds, maybe not hundreds, but just years ago. And through a lot of different things that happened in like the 40s and the 50s and stuff like that, certain sections were made Israel. But I don't care whether it's Israel, Palestine, Hamas, the IDF, IDF? Yeah, or whatever. If you're killing innocent people, you're a piece of shit.
And that's the conclusion that I got to. And I'm just like, you are both doing the same thing. Like,
kind of. Yeah. Like that. Like I guess you can't look at what's happening in Israel and look at what's happening in Palestine and say they're both doing the same thing. I think Hamas are a section of Israeli people that are part of Hamas. That
Israeli people or Palestinian?
Palestinian people. So, did bad things and probably, but I guess where do you see, like, where does it stop? Because like, are they just there? Are they a group that formed because of the occupation of the rest of Palestine by Israel? And I mean, literally, you look at pictures of Israel, look at pictures of Palestine right now. It's not the same. Like Palestine's all rubble.
Yeah. So the thing to claim then, like you said, I think we've grown past that. So they've come back in basically trying to claim back their old land and stuff like that. Is that not the same thing? Like, are they not at fault for trying to take something that they've been displaced for like over 2,000 years?
Yeah, but like, I guess, who tells them that they're displaced from there? What tells them that they're displaced from there?
I think, don't they get it from the Bible?
Yeah. So like, once again, we're falling back to what this book says. But I find that they're using that as a way to go, well, no, this was our land. Look, this is the Holy Land. This is ours. We deserve this. Yeah. To then go and be like, yeah, but we're bombing these children.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Innocent people. So like, I believe that it should be a two-state solution. I don't know what that means. I know what it means, but I don't know how it can happen now. Because like, it's just crazy. Some of the videos that you've probably seen some of the similar ones. Do I think there's an interesting thing happening at the moment with America, because obviously America backs Israel, because Israel is a big foothold into how America can access the Middle East. Yeah. So if that wasn't the case and it was some other country, they wouldn't give a shit about Israel. I think, I could be wrong. But I think there's an interesting thing happened with Ukraine and Russia, where Trump just went, Ukraine, whatever you need, we'll give you. Like literally just the last couple of days. And it was like, wait, I thought they were trying to find some solution there without going to crazy war. I mean, it's already in a crazy war. So is now Trump going, nah, stuff Putin? Like, I don't care for him anymore. I'm going to back Ukraine. And so kind of similar stuff is happening here. Like, I guess I just don't want to see innocent people being killed over...
And I'm the same,
Every war, I think every single war or Western war that's ever happened, or let's say any war in the last 150 years maybe, that is like of a world kind of global scale that we all know about, has been old men sitting in a building, disagreeing with other old men sitting in a building and going, let's send our young people to die. Because like, who goes and dies? It's not Donald Trump. It's the soldiers. It's not Putin. It's the soldiers. They're out there fighting. I seen a video of a guy that was he was a soldier in Iraq, and he goes like, I was at this place. I went into this house, and a man stood up. He had a gun. He aimed it at me, and I shot him full of bullets in front of his wife and kid. And I started to think, what would I do if some random person from another country busted through my front door? Would I stand up and try and defend my wife and children? Of course. He goes, but that was just a man trying to protect his wife and children the same. I'm just a man trying to protect my wife and children. And like, that hit me, because I was like, that's a perfect example of just these two old dudes that I don't like each other. I don't like what the hell's going on, and they're sending the young people to die. And it's always been that way. Obviously, there's other things you know, Hitler and whatever that have to happen. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know where the world's going to go.
What do you think? What do you see for Australia in the next 20 years?
Ooh. Hopefully good stuff, but it depends on what I see for Australia. Depends on what happens with America, because we're obviously super tied to America. I think that.
Do you think we need to be away from America?
I don't think we need to be away from America, but we need to be not so reliant on America. Because like you see what's happening with America now. They're kind of ostracizing themselves from the rest of the world. Not the rest of the world, but a lot of the world. Like we're very reliant. Well, like look at the tariffs. We were one of the only countries that had a trade surplus with America. We didn't have a trade deficit, but yet we still got taxed 10%. So I was like, well, wait, why? Like we're friends, we're doing good by each other, but you're still going to hit us with whatever. And I mean, that's a total another story, but I kind of look at it and go, well, you know, why are we so beholden on what America does when we should be looking at other countries maybe? And I mean, to be honest, China's looking crazy. I seen just a video the other day of a guy where like you could go and buy for $900 US dollars, this thing that you strap around your waist, and it's these legs, like metal things that go down your legs under your feet and help you walk. And it was like, this is just in some shop walking up the street. And it's like, it's meant for helping people walk longer, walk faster, and go hiking. So imagine you go hiking up a mountain, like you don't have that in America. Like that's just a normal product that they can buy in China. And I'm like, you know, it's really interesting moving forward how things are going to go, because realistically we're more centralized to where China would be, to where we would need those countries for help, when America's starting to pull back from the rest of the world. Obviously, UK, France, all that kind of stuff, they're all got our back. But say, for the argument's sake, Australia went to war with America, would be destroyed. So that's why we would need someone like China or someone like that to back us up. Same reason why we've always needed America. If some other country China come to invade Australia, we need America's backup.
So what was the whole thing on why we separate from Britain? Why couldn't Britain be our ally?
Well, we haven't separated. We're still under Britain.
Oh, are we not like
we're
separate from the Commonwealth now?
No. We're still our own country. We're our own country, but we're still in the Commonwealth. That's why we still have the Commonwealth Games. We're still... that's why the whole flag changing doesn't bother me. Like I don't care. Like let's change it, whatever. Canada did. They're the maple leaf, obviously. They're still part of the Commonwealth. The argument that I've heard people say is, well, we're still part of the Commonwealth, so we've got to have the Union Jack there. It's like, well, no, not every other country does. I would like a flag that represents all the people living here now. I would like, personally, I'd like to see the Union Jack. Not the Union Jack, sorry, the stars, and then some form of representation for Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. Because I think
I want to see that, like, if I'm explaining it wrong, please don't butcher it, but the dot paintings, like some form of the dot painting on the flag, I don't know, with the stars. That's an interesting thought. The only thing is, like, you know how like Australia's kind of split up, all the different tribes in Australia. Like there's like 200 different nations of Aboriginal people. Around this area, I believe, I could be wrong, let me know if I'm talking crap, but I don't think dot painting was around this area. Oh, okay.
So we had more like traditional diamond shaped stuff.
Oh, so like it varies. Yeah. So not every tribe uses dots.
No.
Okay.
So, I mean, it could be a lot.
I thought like they all use it, but some of them might use it like they draw it differently. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. And I mean, like, it's kind of in today's day and age where we've got our phones and everything right on us. I can look up a dot painting and recreate it. Now that's a dot painting that's been created in like on Wiradjuri land. But traditionally, like it's kind of, I guess, think about, I know you might have more of a history with like African tribes and stuff. They weren't all the same. No. They didn't all do the same. Lots of different stuff. Even though it might be similar in certain circumstances, it's exactly the same. Yeah. Like, I mean, turn Australia sideways, we're kind of like little Africa.
I mean, we were together at one point.
Well, Pangea.
Yeah.
Which is crazy too, to talk about all that stuff, like the land bridges that used to be here, how people traverse different areas, like the Torres Straits with the boats, like the New Zealanders with the boats. Like here's an interesting thing. I don't know if we're close to ending or not. But so when the white people first come out, they had metal axes.
Yeah. Okay.
And Aboriginal people still had stone axes.
Yeah.
Very effective. They did the job. We didn't have to cut down big trees and stuff. We just had to use what we needed. Which is another thing, to talk about just using what you need and not overusing things. Like Aboriginal people, say there was an emu nest and there was 6 eggs or 5 eggs in there. When there might have been a situation where someone would go, oh, heaps of emu eggs, quick, grab them all, let's go. Aboriginal people would take 2 and leave 3 because they want, exactly, you know what I'm talking about. And so the stone axes and the metal axes that come out, I can't remember exactly what metal it was, probably just steel or whatever. They come to up near the coastal areas and the different trade routes along the country. Before the white people got out to these areas, the metal axes had got out here before them. Because that tribe might need kangaroo pelt. So they'd trade one of those stone axe or metal axes for a kangaroo or 2 kangaroo pellets, and so then they'd trade it with that. And around this area, I can't remember exactly what it was, but we used to trade. Each tribe was known for trading certain things. So you might not have a lot of kangaroos here, so you wouldn't trade kangaroo pelt. So that was something that was to be here. I'm really guessing it's very similar to the way it used to work in Africa.
It is.
So but that's another topic we could go on for hours to talk about different tribes and
we definitely will when we have you back on.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Next week.
Whenever you want. I'm available whenever.
Yeah, so I'll let you know. But guys, I want to thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of
Ground Up.
Yes, sir, you heard it here first. Subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff, and we'll see you on the other episode.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for having me on, man. That was mad.
Yes, sir.